And oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trailblazing's fourth episode? Question mark? Yeah, we welcome cannabis enthusiasts around the world, all our fans, all our 12 subscribers and growing. You know, you guys also don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. But we want to welcome minds alike. Brand new episode. We're happy to have some of our German friends, Tim and Sershik, who actually met at the Elevate conference in Toronto recently. Great dudes. You guys are going to be really thrilled to hear what they have going on in Germany and what the market's looking like over there. So I'm your host, Dylan Anderson, with my co-host, Felipe here. And yeah, we're going to be diving deep into the German market today. So without further ado, let's welcome Sershik and Tim.
Hey. How's it
Hey
going?
guys, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I hope my connection is good enough.
Yeah, if it's great. You guys were late, so we're just gonna invoice you the extra fee, so it's all good, eh?
Typical.
You're typical, yeah.
For marketing.
Yeah, so Felipe is in Brazil. We were just having a quick conversation off the air about Brazil, and Felipe, why don't you try and just tell them quickly about the recent conference you were out in Sao Paulo.
Oh yeah, it happened. I think it was a month ago now. 1 month or 2 months ago, but we had the first Brazilian Expo Cannabis. It was really good. Like 130, 140 companies with their booths exposing products. Lots of foreign companies, like the big ones, Advanced, Nutrients, Remo, some of those big players. But it was really interesting for us. It was good to have an idea of how big it's going to be. So it was like almost 3 sold out days of tickets. So it was really good. As the first one was
how's the current situation in Brazil? Is it medically legal?
Medically legal, but we're not able to produce. We can only import, and the patient need all that process of getting an authorization, doctors prescribing receipt document, and they order that throughout the companies that bring these products from outside. So they come from USA, from Europe, whatnot. So it's all through import. And some associations. So these associations, they produce in Brazil, but it's like ONG, no, NGO, non-governmental organization, yeah. So no profit, just for the patients, yeah. But we have lots of companies, sub companies that are coming. So equipment, general material for this market. People are expecting that it's going to flourish soon. So yeah, it's really good.
And the clubs are just for patients?
Sorry?
The clubs are just for medical patients.
Exactly, yeah, medical patients. Most of them, we have nowadays we have like a big average of young people. So you like from kids to teenagers that have like epilepsy and other conditions, but also adults. But it started mainly because of families that were treating their kids. So it started from there.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
Usually everyone is getting offended about that you talk about children or kids and cannabis. To be honest, I was in the beginning I was thinking like that too. Like I was like, if there's a other possibility to treat a child, I would prefer that one instead of cannabis. But then I saw a few cases during event in Germany where a doctor described how he treated children with cannabis, and he described the pains and the suffer the children went through, and he described why only cannabis was the one solution what did make sense to give to these kids, because you have to see it from the other side too, that the development of the brain and everything, it's all in the young years, where if you consume too much cannabis in that time, your development might be slowed down or stopped or whatever it is. And then if you give cannabis to children, that's like the price you might pay in sense of treatment. And for that, yes, in the beginning, I was a little bit against it, I would say. But then when I saw what the kids went through and how cannabis was the only option, an opposite to some really strong other medicine, which would harm them way more, way more. I kind of opened up. That's why, because of that, many people think like that. They're like, if you put kids or young people together with cannabis, they're like, no, that's not going to happen. And it's funny that it started with the young people, like parents treating their children with cannabis at your side, yeah.
Mainly autism. You see kids that never
Yeah.
spoke and they used to not have activities. Now they speak, they
Yeah,
play.
like you said, probably really severe illness, some other medication is way more harmful for the kid. So
Yeah.
cannabis, natural plant is
And it's
probably
generally
less
never
harmful
one
in some
medication. You have a
cases.
set of medications that
Yes,
the kids have
yes.
to take. So it's like a big amount of pills and,
Sure.
you know. But yeah, we generally see we see many videos of the results. So kids that, you know, like they have one seizure per week instead of having 40 a day.
Mhm.
Kids that play, kids that they're starting to talk, you know, they're starting to develop the cognitive aspect that they should throughout cannabis. So it's really interesting. And this is just a small part. If you take all, you know, all the possibilities for people that have anxiety, nowadays it's the it's the
Yeah.
main disease of the world, you know, anxiety and depression. So yeah,
Mhm.
cool. And that brings
Yeah.
us to ask you guys questions about your
Anxiety and depression.
participation on this market.
Uh-huh.
No,
Speaking
the
about
cannabis, the
anxiety and
cannabis, the
depression,
cannabis.
let's speak about your company.
Yeah. Well, you guys are growing. Lots of good stuff. Tell us, what kind of got you started? Yeah, just what got you started and whatnot. So.
Yeah, we just joined the industry about no, it's almost 4 years already, almost 4 years ago. And back then I had a different company, a construction company, and I wanted to quit the construction industry. I was looking for something else, and I went to my cousin in Switzerland, and I didn't know what I was going to do next. And to be honest, I was planning to take a year off or something. And then she asked me, "What do you want to do next?" And just as a joke, I said, "Maybe I will sell cannabis or something." And then she was like, "Oh yeah, and I know somebody, and you should speak to him. He wants to get into the market in Germany, and so on and so on." And that somebody was our first investor. And so she
Wow.
handed him my number, and he put a lot of pressure on it. And he was like, "We should really do it. Let's get a license and everything." And after some weeks, I was like, "All right, let's get the license." And then I got to the market. But Tim was in the industry before. He just recently in
Yeah.
2022 joined our company. Yeah. But you're not going to be able to hear his story.
Yeah. So you gotta tell it for him. Tell it for him.
Yeah. Yes,
So
Serge and me, we are, my connection is that bad?
yeah,
I
we
try.
can't.
Okay, I try. Yeah, we actually are old school friends and went to the same kindergarten, same basic school, then to the same high school, studied together, and after university, I went to Barcelona. Serge went to the construction industry, and I
We almost
I
had it.
can help. I can help.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Yes, when he went to Barcelona,
With an
he joined
internship working here in Barcelona for the first European cannabis clinic, and
so Tim, I will continue for you because it keeps getting ripped off. Is that okay?
wait, maybe I switch my. Is it better now?
Without the camera?
Is it better now? Yeah.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Hopefully. yeah. So he worked. So Tim, you started. I guess you would have opened the first European clinic.
I try.
No, never mind.
Yeah, exactly. I was working there for years and got a really good insight of the industry, and I could really see that it really helped medicine and cannabis in patients. And yeah, it was a very interesting time, which got me more motivated to go into the industry. And then, as I know Sershik, at some point we joined.
Yeah, at some point
together.
At some point, I was looking for some more employees, some more partners, and I was like, okay, Tim, enough playing around over there. Let's do the real business over here. So yeah, and then he basically actually wanted to take a year off, as I was going to do. But then when he was planning to do that, I found out that he was going to take a year off, and then I was like, no, do not take that off. Just come over here. And yes, and then he has been a great help since then. Joined the company, took it with the networks and everything to another level. Yeah.
Amazing. And then right now, I mean, we met in Toronto. What were you guys looking to do for in Canada? What were your goals?
Yeah, as for right now, we were only dealing with some wholesale flower in Europe and Germany, supplying the pharmacies with that flower. But then since the legalization is going to hit the German market, and part of the legalization is making it easier for doctors to prescribe the cannabis flower. It's not going to be easier in terms of documentation and everything, but more doctors are going to be able to prescribe the flower, and the patients do not have to visit the doctor for the first time. Usually you have to make a physical visit to the doctor for the first time, and then after that, 5 prescriptions or something, you can get it with a phone call, and then after that you have to visit again. All of that will most likely not happen after the legalization comes. It's going to happen in the beginning of next year. So because of that, the market is going to grow a lot. And we were thinking, okay, it's about time to bring in some product to the market. That's why we're in Canada. We're looking for some high quality craft products to bring in some nice flower to the German market. Yes.
Awesome. No,
yeah,
I mean, we're
Dylan.
seeing more. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, just so I don't lose it. You were mentioning that you guys you have the prescription so that patients can use the medical cannabis flower. Is it a cannabis flower or hemp flower? Like, does it has
It's cannabis
on it? Like normal?
It's cannabis. Yeah, it's a THC flower.
The same one you would find on a recreational.
Yes.
Shop.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's typically that's. I think this is what's going to be to happen in Germany. So everyone of the consumers, they were waiting for the legal market to come, and now the legal market is not going to come. We are going to have the social clubs in Germany, That's why it's pretty interesting that you already have social clubs over there, non-profit social clubs. I have a few questions about that. We are going to have the social clubs where they can just grow their own cannabis, and then we're going to have the easier medical market. And I think this is actually where the recreational people are going to go to. They're going to find a doctor. There are a lot of sketchy doctors around. Find a sketchy doctor, tell them that they have headache and they need something for their headache, and then the doctor is just going to prescribe the flower they want to. So um, since this is set for the next 5 years, I think no one is going to wait for a recreational market anymore. And if people are willing to switch to a higher quality, better product and everything, and getting off the black market, I think they're most likely going to use this doctor prescription system. And then this is where our recreational market is going to be for the next 5 years, I guess.
Interesting. Yeah, we don't have it here, but we can only sell flowers that don't have THC. So they mainly come from hemp plants. It's
All right.
very complex.
So
Yeah.
the clubs.
Sorry?
What is the maximum THC level you can have?
The least possible, like less than 1%.
Okay.
The resource they were having was some companies, they were spraying Delta 9 THC in the flowers so that it could breach, because the problem is with Delta 8. So we're gonna use Delta 9. No less, so they're bringing that on. But for now in Brazil, they kind of cut it a little bit. It's kind of shady because once the flowers started to be sold as a medical, product, many companies started to advertise that on Facebook and Instagram, like don't smoke weed that you buy on streets. You can have you can order your own flowers. So that sparkled a little bit, like, hey, people are abusing from flowers, so they shut it down for a while, But it was mainly like that. No THC flowers, no THC products, actually. Just CBD.
Yeah, we have companies in Germany too right now. They're so-called CBD companies who are doing this HHC flowers, or there's something new called CB4H or something. These are all kinds of, let's say,
like
legal
synthetic.
highs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they spray it on the flower, and it will really get you high. To be honest, I've never tried one of those. But I've heard that it's very similar to a normal flower. I don't know. And these are the companies who they sell it as legal hemp online, even though the CBD flower or the flower game in Germany is pretty illegal too. You're supposed to have 0.05% or less in THC and everything. And if you get a flower like that, basically it has to be washed down, and this washed down flowers are just bullshit in quality, really horrible quality. The flower gets raped, and then they put some CBD or so on afterwards, like 40%, 20%, whatever it is. So it's a raped flower with CBD on, or HHC, or whatever it is. And then most of the times in these flowers, you even have the. I used to try the CBD flowers, and sometimes I got headache. And just a year ago or so, I found out that I have gotten headache sometimes from some flower, because if they wash down the flower, there's a solution they use, right? They put it into the solution and get it washed down like that. It's not always that all of the solution comes out of the flower, and then sometimes you smoke that with the flower, and it gives you headache.
Yeah.
I don't know what else it does.
Discussing about this Delta 9, especially in USA, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't seen many news about this lately, but here in Brazil, yeah, people were giving their feedback on these flowers, like it gives headaches. Some people were having like they were getting like kind of not paranoid, but you know, effects that
Mm-hmm.
generally people that consume cannabis don't have on a daily basis. So
Mm-hmm.
probably are
It's a,
these additives that they put on the flowers. So
Yes, might
yeah.
be.
Now,
But
what do you
yeah,
guys see? Like, how many social clubs do you expect Germany to be opening in the next couple of years?
You mean, I mean, there's a difference between how many open up, but how many will be around. I think it's going to
Right.
be a hype. It's going to be a hype. So a lot of people are going to start the process, but in many cases it will be dropped again. I assume that um, if everything goes well, we have something between 800 to 1,000 clubs in Germany. Um, but in the beginning, it might be even 3,000, 4,000 clubs or something. But
Right.
they're not going to work properly. They're not going to even get to the process of growing, I guess. I don't know. Some of them will
Now,
start to grow and then failure then. But yeah, there's a hype about that for all the people who love to smoke.
it
yeah, and
depends
and
also
so
a lot.
will they pay like a monthly subscription type of thing?
goodness, yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be something like that. You pay something monthly, and then according to the costs of cultivation, you pay for the flower by gram price. So
Yeah, it also depends, to answer your question, a lot, I guess, on the how easy it will be to implement a social club in Germany. How high will the bureaucratical hurdles will be? For example, I think Malta, they also did the social club legalization already like 2 3 years ago, and now I heard the first social clubs are opening. So it depends a lot on how easy it will be.
Definitely.
Germany is actually not knowing for being easy on this stuff.
Yeah.
So
But
Hmm.
you guys are advancing way more than us, you know, and way more than
Yeah.
other countries too. But it's
yeah.
I think it's not something, I hope so, but I think it's something that's gonna last like 5 years, 10 years tops.
Hmm.
Eventually the governments will have to open up because they're losing money now. And it's
Yeah.
not so bad compared to other industries like, you know, liquor and, you know, etc. So
Hmm.
that's interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same question about the clubs. We don't have social clubs here. I know you were gonna ask this question, but
Just
we don't have it.
it's growing associations, you said, yeah?
Yeah, but it's you don't pay a month subscription because they produce the flowers, and then they produce the oils. And then they give these oils to the family so they can treat the patients, etc. So it's just for this purpose, like no flowers, just oil, and it works
Hmm.
on, it's kind of a subscription. I think like kind of like the social club,
Hmm.
but it's also growing a lot. So
So they're just paying for, let's say they need 30 milliliters a month of that CBD oil or whatever it is, and they're just paying for that, yeah,
yeah, or some of them
for the
pay
self cost.
monthly, but they're
Hmm.
always being provided with the medication. So some
How?
associations have like 3,000, 4,000 patients.
Oh, yeah, that's big.
Yeah, that's big.
How much does it cost? Like, how much would you pay for, let's say, a 10 milliliter bottle of 10% CBD? Do you know?
It depends. It ranges from like 200 to more than 1,000. Generally, the average is like 500, 600 reais. This would be like a
How
hundred
much dollars?
dollars
Ah, okay.
on average. So for us, that's why we have the associations, because it's very expensive, very expensive.
Oh,
And
wow.
it only happens through import. So besides paying the product, you need to pay the taxes from bringing it from outside of Brazil. So
Mm.
yeah. But you guys, if I'm not mistaken, you also have the production. For what countries do you guys sell your product? Or which countries do you guys
We're
have?
only operating in Germany right now.
For now, just Germany.
Yeah. The German market is big enough as for right now, and it's going to grow by a few times in the next 2 years. So it depends how everything will evolve, but probably it's going to be 4 times the size as right now in 2 years. So we have a lot to do in Germany. I know that there's a lot going on in Great Britain right now. There's a lot going on in Australia right now, but we don't even bother to look over there because let's get the things straight in Germany, and we will make enough money, and then down the road, yes, we can check out different countries too. But there's definitely enough cake in Germany.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Yes.
Germany will have or has like a role model position in terms of cannabis in Europe. So if Germany shows now that they are doing well with all this legalization light, surely other countries in Europe will follow.
Definitely. Yeah, it'll be. I did see recently.
Germany, and then if other markets in Europe open, we can expand hopefully.
Yeah, no, that would be ideal. So say things keep progressing for you guys. Where do you guys see yourself in 5 years? Do you see you're having a cultivation or your own social club? Like, what any goals here?
Are you going to check on us and at Trailblazing in 5 years?
Oh, we're gonna go down there next year, and we're gonna do an episode in your living room.
Okay.
That way,
Okay.
Tim will get better connection.
Yeah, that would be great.
Do we have better connection now? Just asking. Is it better now? A little bit?
Yeah,
It is better now. Yeah.
Now it's better.
It was horrible before.
Right. Yeah, well, it was the fault of my headphones. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
So in 5 years, 5 years is a pretty long time for the cannabis industry. For example, the German industry only exists for 5 years for right now, and a lot has changed in that time. I would say in 2 years we see ourselves as a meaningful player in Germany. As for right now, we are not too big. We have done some sales, but I wouldn't say that we are one of the big players in Germany. We are still far away from that. But I think in 2 years, 2 to 3 years, we want to be one of the big players. And we have some amazing products in the pipeline to achieve that. We have a good network for sales and everything. So yeah, we are heading for that. And then after that, I think Germany's legalization status will be progressed a lot, and then we are going to aim for the recreational market in Germany.
Definitely. Well, Trailblazing, we're still looking for a sponsor. So as you guys blow up, you're more than welcome to. We'll promote
There
you
we
every
go.
episode. You'll have sales through the roof. So
There you go. The 12 followers will buy our products.
it could be doubled by then. I don't know.
Hopefully quadrupled or something. But yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll have to do a couple episodes in Portuguese for our Brazilian fans, and then watch out.
How long are you doing this now for?
Months,
This
maybe?
is I met Felipe about a year and a half ago through another company. Yeah, I just kind of came to him with the idea, both passionate about the international market, and we've been doing it now for a couple months, and very just organic when we got time. But again, it's both our networks. It's like we meet you guys in Toronto. It's a great example where you never know who you're going to meet, and then this is great. We want to show kind of the global scale of cannabis, not even the North American market. We want to show someone in Australia, someone in South Africa, you guys in Germany, and then eventually we want to put everyone together on a monthly kind of podcast where everyone's talking about their own network and get global conversations going. So there are plans behind it, but it's more of a fun thing, you know.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you guys something because I mean I think we always ask this on the podcast in some way, but how is the general like acceptance of this topic in Germany? Because I mean Brazil it's very divided. I know that Canada they're more fond of it. In USA maybe people don't even care if it's legal or not anymore because they're already used to it.
It's divided. It's divided in Germany too, but the population is leaning more and more towards legalization. There's still, I think, not sure if the majority of population is already for legalization.
Yeah, just
Tim
I
is
just saw, okay, it depends always on the source, but yeah, I saw some report where the majority is in favor of the legalization. You always also have to differentiate between medical cannabis. So there's a really high acceptance for medical cannabis in Germany, a big majority, and yeah, but a lot of them are not in favor for the complete legalization. It's a different topic.
yes.
But
There's for example, we had a pretty big hype for the CBD oils in Germany about 2 years ago, 2 to 3 years ago, and a lot of people started to open up for the whole cannabis topic. Before that, they didn't even speak about it, and it wasn't even an option at all. Even 2017, when they decided that they are going to legalize medical cannabis, there was a lot of, yes, I would say different opinions on that. But then after 2 or 3 years, it grew in the population, and then once the CBD oils hit the market, people really opened up for the cannabis. And then, yes, I think it is definitely going towards a population who's going to be in favor for the legalization. But Germany is also known for being really conservative about any topic. Like they are type of people who are saying, this is the way I've done it until now, and I'm going to do it forever in this way. And then if you want to change that, it's going to be tough to change. It took us such a long time to have touchless payments. Like with the phone, you
Mhm.
can pay something with the phone. Everything, this major changes, it takes longer in Germany because people are saying, I love my cash. People are saying, I'm used to this
Right.
and I don't like that taste. I know this taste and I'm going to stick to that. It's the
Own
type of,
habits.
yeah, they're sticking to their habits. But in if you consider that about the population, it's really going fast with the cannabis right now. So I
Mhm.
think in 5 years, the real majority of the population will be definitely in favor of the legalization. Yes.
Definitely,
Beautiful.
definitely. How's the conference in Berlin? Is it worth going to?
You mean the ICBC?
Yeah.
Um, it was it was definitely worth for me to go there every time. But only in the 2 or 3 years before this year, it really made
depends.
sense. Yeah, it really made sense business wise. Last year or this year, it was just good for meeting the people again, connecting, reconnecting,
Yeah.
and having a beer or something. But it didn't really make a lot of sense for the business wise. I think if you want to understand the German market, if you want to get to know the players who are interested in the market, it's the spot to go to. Like I would recommend that. But yes, it depends who wants to go there. Yes. Are you planning to go there?
Um, I might be. We gotta wait and see. I'd love to. I mean, I'd wish they planned it around October. Maybe Oktoberfest could merge in with ICBC Berlin. I think I think a lot of people would enjoy that, but
beer and weed.
yeah, Felipe, are you gonna attend? Maybe we'll do a trailblazing episode in ICBC Berlin.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to attend, but actually, when is it going to happen? Because this year we had many events, many events.
It's always around summer, June, July.
Okay.
So you will need
Yeah.
to stay a long time, 3 months, to connect ICBC and Oktoberfest.
Yeah, as long as I can crash with you guys, give me a place to stay, I'm good. So
No worries. As long as it's not more than 3 months.
yeah.
If you want to,
Yeah,
you guys can come to the Brazilian version of the Oktoberfest.
You have one?
Yeah, we also have a big German. We have lots of German colonies here in Brazil
I
too,
did hear that,
especially in the
yeah.
south. Yeah. So they have the Oktoberfest, like very typical clothing and stuff.
Funny.
It's cool.
Funny to imagine someone being in Brazil with that outfit, but Brazilian music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Check
you'd
it on
hope
the
there'd be,
internet
like,
later, like parties in
Yeah.
south of Brazil. You're
switch
gonna
from
see blonde
traditional
girls with
German
blue eyes
music
and
to reggaeton.
yeah.
it'd be like the Brazilian guitars with the German music and what do you call it? What
The
do you call
beer?
those things? No, the suits they wear during
Yeah,
Oktoberfest.
forgot the name of that thing.
Lederhosen?
Yeah, lederhosen. Yeah, they would need to poke holes in them in Brazil just to get some air going.
But that's the way that all these people can still maintain a little bit of the culture, you know. So yeah, so you have many typical cultural, for example, now we don't have Halloween in Brazil, but people celebrate Halloween. Don't ask me why. There's some kind of influence that came from other countries, so
Yeah.
we like
That's
to
funny.
celebrate things from other cultures too. So it's cool. But
So
it
are
would
you
be
going to
wonderful
celebrate
to
it?
go.
Yeah, what are you wearing, Felipe? You wearing my trailblazing?
No, actually, the south of Brazil is very far from São Paulo. We just see like, oh, there's gonna have Oktoberfest. Let's go to a bar and drink beer and pretend that we're there. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's too far. But yeah, we hope
So
to be able to attend to the ICBC. It would be really interesting to go to an event like that in Europe. You know.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think I can recommend it to you guys to check out how the European industry, the German industry is set up. I think this year was the first year where not that many people attended. It looked kind of empty compared to the years before that, but it's completely understandable. I think a lot of people who were expecting that Germany is going to do a hard legalization with licensed stores and everything. I think all of these people who were expecting that, they stayed away this year. So there was a lot of people who were more likely to be in the medical cannabis industry and more interested in selling products to other players around the world who were going to meet in Berlin. So yes, it was. I think a lot of the people who were expecting a legalization in Germany stayed away. Yeah.
Okay. And we're going to try our first new addition to our episode. We're going to do a word of the day, a cannabis word of the day. Felipe, did you come up with a cannabis word of the day?
We're talking about which one was it? Delving.
Delving. So, you know what, all our fans, and try to use the word delving in your work, your emails, some of your Zoom calls. See how many times you can use the word delving.
Let me see if I can put it on the. I don't know if I'm going to be able.
What does delving has to do with cannabis?
Yeah, Felipe, I don't think it has anything to do with cannabis. We need a better word than that.
Investigating, yeah, it doesn't have to do much with cannabis. But it's an
Okay,
interesting word, though.
I will use it. I will use it. No worries.
That'll be. It doesn't have to do with cannabis, but you can use it. Everyone try to use it. Delving, whether you're on a big Zoom call with your CEO and pull that one out and see if you get a promotion and
instead of like I'm investigating, because I'm delving. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm delving into your paperwork, and I have a lot of questions. Yeah,
Good.
I'm going to use that.
I'm delving into your taxes, and I don't know what's going on here. Yeah.
I'm delving into your financial plan, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
There you
I'm
go.
delving into your work calls, and I don't think any of these are cannabis related. So.
Exactly.
But
There you go.
yeah, we want to be diligent with your guys' time. I know you guys are busy. Anything else you want to chat about before we head out?
I think I already missed my next minute for 3 minutes, so I'm good. It was really nice. It was a pleasure. I only know Dylan for 2 months now, but it feels like we know each other for longer. You have this kind of connection you're building to the people, and I think we're going to talk to each other more often. I will be happy if you are going to invite us again. Maybe Tim will have a better connection by then. We will invest.
In 5
Yeah,
years.
you land a big deal and then you invest in whatever some good internet down there, whatever Elon's working on. So, but yeah, we're gonna do an episode here we've had a couple of different people around the world where we want to do one where we have 5 or 6 parties in different continents and just get a fun global conversation going. So we'll definitely get you guys on there for sure.
Nice.
And but yeah, again, thank you for your guys' time. Much appreciated, and we'll be both staying in your guys' living room at the next conference. So looking forward to it.
For 3 months. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you guys.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Guys.
Have a good one.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Very beautiful.